Yo, welcome. We're gonna do a little chill Q&A with Lucy Lifts.
So chill.
We've got a few questions here on Instagram. We're just gonna go through them. We're gonna answer as many as we can, just so you guys can get your questions, your little itches scratched. All right. Question number 1: would I ever compete in anything? You answer. You answer first. Go on.
No. Yes, you would.
No, you. I'm talking about you. Would you compete in anything?
No.
Why?
Because I'm firstly not good enough, and secondly I don't care enough to be good enough.
Ever? No powerlifting?
Well,
no bodybuilding?
I don't care about powerlifting. I don't care to compete in powerlifting. And if I was going to compete, it would be powerlifting, and I wouldn't do bodybuilding because I just maybe I just like the idea of going through a prep is like kind of torture to me, and I'm not like super excited about the sport to do it. So
I think I will most definitely compete in both.
In both?
Yeah, on some point, 100%. I'm not like crazy interested in competing in either. Like, I really want to do this, but I've got like my little bodybuilding like
I think I definitely 100% imagine you on a bodybuilding stage.
Yeah.
Not powerlifting though.
Okay, I think bodybuilding, reason being, like I think I could go through a prep just fine. I don't think it's gonna be easy. Obviously it's torture, it's this, that and the other. But that challenge like is a little bit exciting. If there was a date to be as shredded as possible by, I think that would literally light a fire right up my ass.
I think you'd also be really good at like completing the prep and coming out of the prep, like reversing out of the prep.
A lot of people mess it up.
Yeah, I think you'd be good at that process.
There's a lot of people that are like, I don't know how to say it, like I've heard even like CBum talk about it. Obviously I'm no CBum, but like people that are just weak mentally, like that's the best way to put it. They sort of like go off their diet after their prep. They stop training. They like mope about, when in reality like one of the hardest things about bodybuilding is after the prep, your body is literally not only your body, but your mental is so messed up. If you don't take care of yourself and you don't do it properly, you're gonna end up like gaining a ton of fat, giving yourself an eating disorder, ending up heavier than you've ever been, just feeling absolutely horrible about your body image. Like you give yourself so many problems if you don't do it properly. And I think I'll be able to do that properly. Not to big myself up, I just think.
Yeah, literally I was gonna say not to like big you up, because that's like the last thing I want to do, obviously, but
I think I could do it.
I do think that Dave's got like really good like mental resilience for that type of thing.
And I think it would be great. I think body 17! Alright, next question. What split did you use to get stronger? I've always ran the push-pull leg split. Like pretty much always. Push-pull legs, rest. The most optimal way to do that, to get as strong as possible, I think, would be push-pull legs, rest, push-pull legs, rest. Or even better, legs push-pull, rest, legs push-pull, rest, right? You do your like squats after your rest day, you're gonna be the strongest, your central nervous system's gonna be as ready as possible. That's the way I would do it. You can do it in a million different ways, but I would do legs push-pull, rest, legs push-pull, rest. I always did legs push-pull, rest, but that's because I really want to train. Like, if I could train 8 days a week out of 7, I would.
I mean, there's loads of powerlifters that do like squat bench, deadlift bench, rest, and like that's how they sort of split up the list to get like the most amount of volume as possible and rest for like the most amount of time. But I mean, that's like proper powerlifting though. Yeah, that's
realistically, like there's no perfect split to get stronger or bigger. What the most important thing is something that fits your lifestyle, something that you enjoy as well. It's just going to be the perfect way to do it, because over time it just takes like, there's no, even if say like push-pull legs is 5% better than upper lower, if you don't like doing push-pull legs, don't do it. Do you know what I mean? Do upper lower, do fucking arms if you want to do them.
You'll come into your session, you'll be gassed to do it.
The thing is like consistency over a long time, excitement to do it, because then you can come in with a passion, attack the weights, because when it comes to strength, it's just like, a lot of it is like how excited you are, how driven you are, your like ego, just all the gas has to be in the right place, because it's really mentally fatiguing. So you just gotta be in the right place. So just like do whatever you want, but legs push pull, rest, or legs push pull, rest, legs push pull, rest. What do you think?
I think you said it all. Yapping.
Girth?
Is it good or bad?
Any measurements? That's enough, isn't it? You should hop off gear and see if you can maintain your physical. Would be a good video idea. That sounds like an absolutely amazing video idea. I'll get right on it, mate. What the hell?
Crazy idea.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's just an avalanche of things that happens. Whether you come on, come off, increase, decrease, whatever. Like, I don't want to talk about PEDs too much, but like, that's not a good video idea. And I would not want to put myself through that just for a video. If I was gonna come off, which I've already spoken to Lucy, I was like, I might come off one day. I might just be like, you know what, I've had enough, and just come off. But for now, smooth sailing. Like, not that it's good or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, for now, we're just gonna carry on going the way we are, all right? How do some people have the opposite of body dysmorphia? I think it's common when you start. That when you start lifting. Reverse body dysmorphia is common when you start lifting.
Yeah, I think so. I think when sorry, when I look back at videos of like when I started lifting, obviously I look completely different. But I remember back then, I like the slightest bit of like peeking muscle through my skin. I was like, I walked around the gym back in the day as if I was the goat.
Yeah.
I walked into the gym like, oh my god, I'm the best person here. And I literally, I was like weak. I basically knew nothing. I thought it was so cool. Yeah,
I think your best times during your lifting is going to be like your first year to 2 years of lifting, because you're going to be making the most amount of progress you're going to make. You're going to be feeling like what you're putting in is what you're getting out. Like there's a big like good amount of happiness going on, like a positive feedback loop.
Enjoy it while you can.
Enjoy it while you can, because if you're in your newbie gain stage, that's as big as and strong as it's whatever you're going to feel. But then again, how do people have reverse body dysmorphia? I think a lot of people are just happy with the way they are. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be C-bump to be happy with your physique. I think it's just like weird social media, fitness industry, misinterpretation of what even is possible.
Also, I think like, you see, like you're so often exposed to like literally like the best genetics and the best physiques and the best angles and lighting as well on top of that, like all the time. And then when you see someone that's like also got an amazing physique but it's like not as good as literally the post above it, you're like, why does this guy think he's good? Yeah. You're like, why? But actually that person also looks amazing.
You can be perfectly happy with, I don't know, like being 70 kilos, deep, athletic, muscular. If you feel good and you feel like you look good, mate, it doesn't matter how much muscle you have, how close you are to the perfect bodybuilding standard. So I guess this question is a bit of a misguided teenager. Yeah, why do people think they look good when they don't?
Like
they might not look good to you, but when they look in the mirror, they're happy, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. Like I think I look great, and then like I don't know, people tell me on social media like shit. Oh, cheers, guys.
It's just so skewed. It's just so skewed on social media. Creatine and boldness. Does creatine cause balding? No.
Guys, I'm literally wearing a hat because I've been taking creatine for 4 years.
That's a myth. That's been like
debunked.
I don't know, like debunked so many times. Creatine is the #1 most researched supplement, safest supplement. No like side effects. The only side effects you're gonna get is that #1, you're gonna be a bit stronger. #2, your muscles are gonna look bigger. And #3, your wallet's gonna be a bit lighter.
What, don't you?
That's it.
Don't you have to like stay like more hydrated when you're on it as well, because you like retain a bit more water? But surely that's marginal.
No.
Oh, you don't.
It doesn't make a difference.
Oh, I thought it did.
As in, you will know by how like your body, the way you piss. Depending on the colour, it will just automatically adjust. And if you need more water, your body will make you more thirsty.
I think creatine, or all of the side effects, the effects that you need, they're so marginal that like you almost like won't notice. I reckon.
You'll notice when you go on creatine.
Yeah, but like I've been taking it for like 4 years now, and like I'm not like
I'm on
creatine.
Yeah.
You know. I don't like think to myself, oh, I really need to stay hydrated because I'm on creatine. No, like I just live my life, I take creatine.
Tips on how to become a full-time influencer and develop my following. Okay, if any of you are making videos on the internet and you're trying to figure out how do I make this into a living, #1, bad way to think about it, I think. I think what you should do is do it as a hobby, do it as a passion, put your best foot forward, help people out for free, give as much helpful advice, entertainment, whatever you can, enjoy it. And if there is something in some way that you can find to monetize it without ruining the good vibes, that's the way to do it. Yeah. So if say you want to be a fitness guy and you're muscular, you've got good ideas, good tips, whatever, and you put those out on the internet, talking to the camera is probably going to be the most important thing ever. Putting your face on camera and talking, right? You're gonna have to take that on the chin.
Let your actual personality shine through as well. Don't be like an NPC.
Yeah. Give some entertainment. If you can mix the two, like information and entertainment, you're winning.
That's great. Yeah.
And then depending on your niche, because there's obviously I don't know what you're trying to make. Say fitness. You can do services or you can do products. A service would be something like coaching or training programs. And then a product would be something like a pre-workout, like Overdrive. Products could be wrist straps, t-shirts, anything you can think of that you're passionate about that's actually gonna get you excited, right? That you can sort of be happy about and it doesn't ruin the bad vibes of the video. For example, I wear Gymshark. I was always wearing Gymshark. Then they approached me, said, Dave, do you want to get paid to wear Gymshark? I was like, do that anyways. I'm really happy to tell everybody that's great because I wear it all the time. And then it just sort of works on its own.
Yeah.
TikTok is now amazing because you can do 1-minute videos and you get paid for just people watching.
Yeah.
YouTube is great because you get money for people just watching, so you can make a little bit of money on that, and then maybe your part-time job can take a back seat a little bit, or your full-time job can become a part-time job. You got more time and you get better. But it's just a case of like taking your time, trying to figure out some way to not ruin the vibes of the videos. Don't be addy and like selly and weird. You'll find it. When it comes, it will just come naturally. It just takes loads of time. But the most important thing is give loads of free value, get your face on the internet, speak, get your personality out.
Really be yourself. Don't like try and copy someone else as well. Like be like unique. Just put yourself out there.
Yeah, just be yourself.
Like don't care about like what your friends think or what your mum thinks or whatever. Just literally put yourself out there and like who cares?
Exactly. If you could go back to day 1 training, what would you do differently? Go on.
Literally nothing. Sorry.
No?
No, I don't think so.
Not even train your glutes?
That's so mean. Fuck you. Yeah, I'd probably train my glutes. Probably just because like I would probably put more effort into my leg training, because when I first started training, like the first 2 years of training, all I did was like heavy squats and then half-assed the rest of my leg session, and that was it. But I reckon I would, yeah, take my leg training a bit more seriously.
I think a few things that I would do would be probably avoid dirty bulking. I would track my food a lot sooner. I would start worrying about my sleep and my recovery a lot sooner. I would, that's pretty much it, to be honest. I didn't make too many mistakes. I was pretty good because I was always interested. But dirty bulking, taking care of your sleep, tracking your food, getting those variables in place ASAP. That's basically it. Because it took me a little bit, but then like I was making my newbie mistakes, right?
I like got into lifting when I met Dave, so like basically from the get-go I was tracking, sleeping well, I was like doing everything like basically more or less perfectly, and then like I fell in love with lifting, so I was interested and happy to do that. That's why I said nothing initially, but you're right about the whole like situations.
What is your idea of success?
How about you go first?
Pretty good question. I think I achieved success a long time ago. I think the moment where what I did worked and I was putting in work and I was getting results out, like whether it's like training or social media, in both ways, those were really fulfilling things, because I thought to myself, I was like, I'm gonna try and put work in. If it doesn't work out, cool, I've still got the gym to just be happy about. And then I started doing social media and I was like, oh my God, it's working. And then when it started working, and then the moment I was able to quit my part-time job, I was like, this is really working. And then from then on, I felt completely free. I felt completely confident in myself, in my abilities and everything like that. And from then on, it's been success. And like, there's been like flashy stuff that I've had. Like we bought the car, we bought the other car, we bought this, that and the other, we got the Overdrive. But success was already happened years ago when I was free.
Yeah, I think being like really comfortable financially and being like free, that in combination with, I don't know, just being happy with what you do, that's like success, right? You've made it.
Yeah. I think just freedom, like freedom of mind, so there's no stress like to worry about, say like the immediate like bills, like you said. So that's like financial, just and then like, enjoying what you do.
Yeah. Being like guaranteed that you can pay for everything you need to pay for and more, and just like live and just enjoy yourself. I
think I would still be just as happy if I worked at Tesco and just trained. Yeah. I don't think anything would change, because I'm just really happy at training.
All this guy cares about is training. It's true.
Dave trains. Are you on steroids?
No.
No, mate.
I'm on creatine though. I did talk about that earlier. So.
Creatine and fish oils.
Just
yes.
Full disclosure.
I'm not natural. That's it. I made a video about. I made a few videos actually about all of this. I'm not natural, and that's it. Yeah. I don't want to talk about it too much because it promotes the use, yada 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 yada. But no, not natty. Will I tell you what I take? No. Will I tell you how I feel? No. Any positives? No. Any negatives? No. That's it. If you want to see some like PD channels or whatever, there's a whole Google there. Go look at all the roiders in the world. leave me out of it. Most annoying thing you encounter as an online influencer?
I mean, I don't like it when people are mean to me.
Yeah, I think I was gonna say, Lucy, comment to get to Lucy. A
They
little
don't
bit. Leave her the most horrible comments next time you see her videos.
I really don't like it when people are mean to me. I'm like, was that necessary? Like, be honest, was that necessary? I hate like the DMs that you get that are like free promotion. Like, those really piss me off. But that's like a minor, as it were.
I think the most annoying things I experience is like when I post a video, and on that one day I'm in a certain mood and I say things in a certain way, whether that's extremely emotional, whether it be upset, angry, excited, gassed, anything. Like I like it's extreme emotions when somebody sees it and then they take that video as my whole like spectrum of personality that I have, and they just paint me in the worst brush, and they drop some comment, obviously like fuck that guy, right? Do you know what I mean? Whoever drops the negative comment. But that is really annoying because they haven't seen like everything that I do, and they just base who I am on this one thing. They put it in a ball, throw it in the comments, and just like, fuck you, Dave.
Yeah, I also.
It just
really
grinds my gears because I'm like, literally, let's have a conversation. We'll probably be friends. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, chill
it
out.
doesn't happen often, but like I don't like it when people say, like, laugh at the fact that this would be our jobs. Like, this is our job. Right? People are like, job, try having a real job.
Do you know what's really funny? It's like they say like try having a real job. They go home, they watch TV, which is recorded, just like this is just lower production. Or they go on TikTok, they go on YouTube, and they don't realize that like the people they watch, like I don't know whether it's just like some ape brain, like low IQ, room temperature IQ thing, where they don't realize that people like,
they're literally content.
we do this for fun, but like it becomes a job, and then like, you know, like that's it. We end up spending our time doing this, right? So it's just that yeah, that's a little bit funny. But I'm like,
it's a new type of job.
Yeah.
It's literally just a new type of
people
job.
don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, we're not like doing brain surgery over here, guys.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it's entertainment. It's like, I mean, there's, goodness me, the entertainment industry like makes so much money,
Yeah.
and it's just like everyone wants to be entertained, and
We're like a little piece of entertainment / information that just like is in the fitness niche and hopefully like motivates or inspires somebody to do something, right?
yeah.
That's like, and that's worth something, clearly.
Yeah.
What made you get into training?
Well, come on. Okay, basically, when I met Dave, he was leaving and training every day. So he was like staying like in my uni accommodation. This guy was leaving and training every day. He came back in the best mood ever. He was literally gassed, he had chalk all over his back, and I was like, this guy looks so epic right now. I had never stepped foot in the gym, like I'd never touched anything to do with lifting before. And he would like show me his PRs, he'd show me lifting, he'd scroll on Instagram and I'd see like women lifting as well. And I was like, this is so epic. Like that is the only thing I could think of. I was like, this is just so cool, like being strong and stuff. And then I plucked up the courage and I asked Dave to like help me out a little bit. And it was during lockdown, so he rented weights. And then he literally would like clean them and put them on my back, and like absolutely like, I was so embarrassed. Like I was the type of person to get really embarrassed about stuff like that. But I pushed past that, and I'm so happy I did, because that's like what got me into training. I just thought it was really cool, and now I just love it, right?
Mm-hmm. And for me, I was skinny. I guess it was just like I was skinny, and then I just sort of did some home workouts, and then as soon as I did any sort of physical activity at that point, the way it made me feel, I completely fell in love with. And from that day forward, it was just like, I can't wait to train tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that was it. Like literally, and then over time, you sort of just like, okay, well I want to train better, so I bulk, and then I bulked, I felt good, I got stronger, yada yada, then I cut, and then I look better, then that motivates me. And then you go back to bulking, you get stronger, you get bigger, that motivates you, then you cut, and then it's just always a cycle of just like, I'm enjoying training, and there's like different challenges along the way, and that's what it's been. So like as soon as I started training, I was like I felt my first pump, ran from my room into the bathroom, flexed my abs, flexed my chest. I was like, this is it. Even though I was like a little 60 kilo pipsqueak. But I was like, sent it to my girlfriend, I was like, I see that.
I promise you guys, Dave's like love for training is completely infectious. And people, do you know what, that's also what used to get to me on like social media and stuff.
Wait. Swear that's my job. Sorry.
People used to say this, not as much anymore, but people used to say back in the day, the only reason you train is because of Dave, like, and I'm like, well, yeah, but I was also offended by that comment, because like, I love training so much. But now, I mean, like, I'll proudly say, like, the only reason I found out about lifting in the gym and stuff is because of Dave. But it's like, yeah, your love for training is like super infectious. It's like really like, I love training, guys.
I love training, guys.
This is Creatine.
What camera do you have for content? I have the Sony A7S III, which is quite expensive. I've got like 3 lenses. I got 20mm G Master. I've got 50mm 1.4 aperture lens, and I got an 85mm lens. Those are the 3 lenses that I use for making videos. However, you do not need anything for this. I promise you, whether you're doing YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, anything you want to do, you can do everything on your phone. And when you have so much disposable income that you can put it towards having this, and you enjoy having a better camera, or it makes something smoother, then do it. If I was going to give a recommendation, Sony ZV-E10, which is what I bought for Lucy. It's like a brand new camera. It's like 4K, interchangeable lenses. You can bang a mic on it. It's got a flip out screen. Whatever you want to do, that's the one you get. But you've got one perfectly good camera on your phone. Don't worry about it. Just put it in landscape if you're doing YouTube. Put it like this if you do TikTok, and don't worry about it. It's most likely that your content sucks, your videos aren't good, or you're not entertaining, or you don't put your personality across well because you're not like that well versed in front of the camera yet, than it is what you record with.
Yeah. A good example, protein board, James Doyle, yeah, he's like never had a camera before, and he's got like 1 million plus followers on TikTok.
Infectious guy.
Yeah.
Amazing personality.
And if you look at it, yeah, if you look at his content, it's all just like personality.
Yep.
So.
If you had to shag 2 girls with a combined age of 30, what would it be?
No, that's not even funny, Dave. You can't do that.
It's either you go for a
illegal
option, 2 illegal but potentially matured young girls, or you go for an adult and an actual child.
No, I reckon the
There are some.
No, stop.
This is gonna put me in the grave.
Dave, I reckon we just cut it here, please.
Okay, let's just cut it. But there are some people out there that mature faster than others. I'm joking, this is all a joke. Do not listen to me. This is a complete hypothetical joke situation. This is a joke. What is the best pre-workout? Overdrive, light work. Like, it actually is, by the way. Like, no joke, actually is. And give it a year, 2025, 2026. If I'm not in every single, like, gym bag, I'll be fuming. Yeah. It's just how it's gonna be. Because it's just a case of like, I need more time to get more customers, to get more returning customers, for the word to spread around, to get more money, to get more advertising, which gets more customers, which gets more word to spread around, and then everybody knows that Overdrive is gonna be the best pre-workout. I put it in one gym here in Essex, and it was the best selling pre-workout from day one. We can leave this Q&A on this. What are your plans for the future? Any big things on the way? Keep it up, you too.
Hey!
What are your plans for the future? Lucy can't wait to get married, have kids, be at our home, make the house, make everything super organized, not work a day in her life. What else?
I can't wait. That would be my dream. And guys, I'm working on it, alright? I'm working on that.
Working on it. Just really scratching my back. Plans for the future, I think I'm gonna narrow down the business. So I made clothing, but I'm getting rid of that. So I'm narrowing down the business into just Overdrive and Overdrive Pump. We're just gonna release a couple new flavors probably of each, and that'll be it for now. That should be my one ticket to like the first £1 million year, and then from then on, or even before that, the plan is to open a gym, which is gonna be one location, right? Obviously, to begin with, it's gonna be one location, and then once that's set, we're off to the races, because the amount of gas that's gonna be happening in the air, whether it's gonna be on social media, the gym, everything's gonna be happening. I'm gonna be at a point where I'm gonna be in completely uncharted territory, and I don't know what's gonna happen from there. But obviously the plan is to have one gym, then open a second one, which is gonna be even better, and then keep going until I die, right?
I'm really, really excited for the gym openings.
Yeah.
That's the type of thing that like I think we'll both like really thrive in, and I'm really excited.
I can't wait for the stress.
Can't wait for the stress. The stress
I love
of that is like just super exciting, and I can't wait for that. Yeah. I'm really excited.
That's it. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe, like.
Follow me on Instagram.
Follow
and
us. That's it. We'll see you in the next video. We'll see you tomorrow because I'm doing daily vlogs. Bosh!
We should do a podcast.
No.